I'm not playing anymore. I'm not playing anymore. I physically can't do it.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. So, here we go again. Welcome to the return of Shitty Game Sunday after a pretty long absence. But yeah, it's back, and it's now time for me to once again torture myself with the shittiest games the world has ever seen. I mean, can you just feel the excitement levels coming from me right now? Oh, my energy's just been sapped, and we've not even fucking started. But I tell you what, for this return episode, we are scraping the bottom of the goddamn fucking barrel. Yeah, that's right. I'm playing Little Britain, the video game. Yeah, this exists. This is a thing. This was made and sold. And as you can no doubt imagine, it's an absolute abomination and one of the worst games you're going to play in your entire life. I mean, you know, it's a licensed game and it has the video game in the title. Those are two huge clues there telling you how bad it's going to be. That's all you need to know. It's licensed, it's got the video game in the title, it's basically 100% guaranteed shit show. God almighty. I don't even know if I can mentally do this. Oh, God. So if you don't know, this is based on the TV show. It's a British comedy, a TV show of the same name. It was a god-awful sketch show played by two guys. What were they called? I forget the name. David Williams and the other fella. And they played all the characters, and, you know, just a typical sketch show. The same thing every week. You know, with the same crappy, you know, catchphrases. It's just awful. I hate sketch shows. And of course they made a goddamn game out of it. Of course they did. So let's just get it over with. It's basically just a series of mini games of god awful, just awful mini games. I mean, oh, and there's 7 of them, and oh my god. So this was released on. This is the PS2 version. I think it may have been on PC and PSP, but it doesn't matter. It's not like it's any better on any of the platforms. It's god awful on any of them. It doesn't matter. And I'm not sure if it ever got released outside the UK. It might, and I'm not sure if it didn't, then well, lucky you. It should have been released anywhere. Let's, you know, God. I think this show was broadcast. I know it was broadcasting. They did a Little Britain USA, I think. So I know it's in some shape or form it's made its way to America, which isn't fucking embarrassing. You think crap like this gets broadcast, you're like, oh god, you know, the people in other countries are going to think, really? That's the British sense of humour? Ugh.
Welcome on board.
So this first one, Darkly Noon. This is one of the characters, Vicky Pollard. She's basically taking the piss out of chavs, but it's funny because it's chavs that would enjoy this sort of show, you know. It's stupid people comedy, that's what it is. How is it not? And I think her catchphrase was like, no, but yeah, but no, but it's so bad. But this is, look at this, look at it, look at it. I'm a fat chav rollerblading down the street collecting CDs. Why? Why? Look at the state of it. It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Right, when you feel like me, you're meant to be able to do tricks. It doesn't seem to work. I can't do anything. You can just jump. The controls are just so bad. Look at that. I'm barely even moving. It's so horrible. It feels like there's like no gravity or something. It's so floaty and unresponsive and just. They got everything wrong in this game. Everything. Catherine Tate, that were another one awful sketch show. I'm bothered. It's just. Oh, it makes me cringe whenever I saw him. That little Miss Jocelyn as well was just even worse. Oh god. And I've seen people like going, oh, you know, comment on like videos and stuff. Oh, it's genius. It's genius. Is it genius? Dressing up and saying catchphrases. Is that genius? It's not, is it? It's the opposite. You know, Arrested Development's genius. Both versions of The Office are genius. Curb Your Enthusiasm, you know, that's genius. Not this fucking tripe. There's been so many crap comedies come out of Britain, I'm telling you. And don't get me wrong, we've had some good ones, you know, the original Office, Extras, Derek, you know, Mighty Boosh, well, first 2 seasons, Goth Marenghi's Dog Place, you know, some old ones back in the day. Faulty Towers, good for the time, and you know, Fools and Horses. When you look at like, the American comedies, it's so much better. I see people like slagging off. You know, British people going, "Oh, American comedies, it's for dumb. It's so dumb. It's dumbed down." Not really. How is he so much worse? I mean, come on. Arrested Development, Curb Your Enthusiasm, the greatest of all time. I was riding to a tree. Parks and Recreation, The Office, Louis. The list goes on. You get the idea of this, right? I don't want to play any more of it. I've played that way too long. The thing is, you've got to unlock the other games, so you've got to get like a certain amount of points. You have to keep playing it until you've got the certain amount of points you require, which is just fucking cruel, isn't it? And it's not like any of them are worth unlocking. In fact, they probably get worse as they go on. Let's check out this next one.
Our next stop is here in Andy likes to work.
Here or whatever. This is Lou and Andy. So the big joke with this is the guy in the wheelchair. He used to always demand something, and his carer would be like, "You sure you want that one?" And you'd try and talk him out of it. "Yeah, I want that one. I want that one." Then he finally get whatever it was, and he'd go, "I don't like it." And that, you know, and one of the other jokes is, "Look, he can walk." I think they took this is from one of the scenes where the guy's talking to him, and he runs off and does some crazy dive. But you got to keep pressing X, right, to keep moving. Otherwise, you just stop. Right, you want the arrow at the top. Actually, when you look at it spinning round, that's just making me feel sick. Why is it spinning? I don't want to see a fat guy in his speedos spinning round, and you go too high, you get stuck.
I fell.
I fell. And that's his little thing, kerfuffle. Oh god. Middle one, the higher one. You just got to try and do these. I just bash the buttons. They don't really seem to work. You just got to get the points. I want that one. I mean, with these sketch shows, you've seen one of the sketches once. You've basically seen them all. Do you know what I mean? It must have been like, imagine having to work on this game. They'd come up with some like mini games. I mean, it must have been friggin' hard. I almost feel bad for the developers of this. They probably would have chose to do this. I can't imagine. You know, you gotta think developers get into game development because they love games and want to be part of creating games to, you know, entertain people. And then imagine your publisher tells you, alright, you want you to make a fucking Little Britain game. Imagine how devastating that must be. You know, some devs get to work on God of War and Uncharted and Last of Us and Bioshock. Things like that. Max Payne's and Grand Theft Autos. And then some poor bastards have to work on shit like this! Oh, and they probably don't even get paid much. Oh, so let me take a swig of this vodka right here. Joking, I'm not drinking vodka. It's fucking absinthe. I remember this one. She's Marjorie. She's a fat woman. She runs like a, you know, like a Weight Watchers thing, and people lose weight, but she's like really fat herself and overweight, but she still eats or something like that. I think she love Kate. But I mean, look at this, right? Basically ripped off Pac-Man. Like, this is worse than the Atari version of Pac-Man. You're just going around eating the biscuits. Look at it! Look at it! And this is why you just don't make games like this. I'm just losing the will to live here. This is just... Oh, God. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe this is a fat person's dream, running for a supermarket, eating all the biscuits you can, but... In a video game? No! Even if you're the most die-hard fan of this show, I still can't imagine you'd like this. I don't think it matters what age you are. I mean, you know, when you're a kid, you played some games back when you're a kid, you remember thinking they were really cool, and then you sort of go back and play and you think, actually, this is fucking shit. But this is one of those games that even as a kid, you realise how garbage it is, you know?
Like I've been knocked down by a bus.
And that's enough of that. That's how that works. This minigame is called Slut. I don't know why.
It's a quarter.
I don't remember this from the show.
Go.
You gotta go over here and just bash these frogs. Try not to bash the ornaments. Yeah. This is a thing. Oh, and they must have really been out of ideas. Then over to here, squish these frogs. As I said, games, they just don't come much worse than this. This should never have happened! Ever! I'm bashing frogs on a settee! That's it. That's that game right there. I told you, they get fucking worse as the game goes on. And look at this one. So this is based on, they did a transvestite character who used to just go around going, I am a lady. Oh, it was so funny just going around saying I'm a lady. Oh, I don't know, where did they come up with this stuff? It's just amazing. You gotta like just bash X to kick the ball in the goal. Why? I don't know, I think there's like a wind shred there as well.
Bad luck, Emily. Have another go.
Did she play football in the show? I don't know. I think you've got to like... I don't think you can score from there. You've got to... You're not going to go out of bounds or whatever. But I'm pretty sure you can't score from back there. But again, who cares? Who cares if you can score or not? I mean, if you do score, then what? You know what I mean? Then what? Nothing. You just wasted your time.
Nearly, Emily.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing in my life?
Have another go.
Just... I'll ask again. Why? Oh, why does this game exist? Please, somebody give me answers. Oh. I mean, all the other YouTubers, you know, they're all playing the popular stuff. They're playing the Fortnites right now, and the Grand Theft Autos, and the FIFA, and the Call of Duties, and they're loving it. And here's me, playing Little Britain. And just a reminder, I don't make any money from this. Not a penny! No! I don't want another try! I'm not playing anymore. I'm not playing anymore! I physically can't do it! I can't, that's it. And there is 2 more mini games to unlock. I don't even know what they are. It doesn't matter, you don't need to see them. It's not like they're going to be great or anything like that. I think that one there, Pox, I think that's a terrible rip-off of Tetris, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure what that one is. That was a character that was gay, and his catchphrase was, I am the only gay in the village. I think he was Welsh as well, like, I am the only gay in the village. Something like that. Again, it was just pure genius. It just gets everything wrong about a game. A terrible, terrible game based on a terrible show, but I'd rather watch the show than play this game, really. I would. It's so fucking bad. It's so fucking bad. Oh god. Now I'm gonna go book some more therapy sessions. Brilliant. Absolutely awful. An abomination. Little Britain, the video game. At the end of the day, still better than Superman 64.